Hunter, spooks, and demon.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Thriving in Chaos. I am your host, Rebel Phoenix. With me, as always, is my awesome co-host, Stella Rune.
Hi.
Hi, hi, hi. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I don't know how to act because I haven't had to backstroke off my porch lately.
That's funny. Well, I'm just praying it doesn't start raining here because I think my computer is going to hold out and then we're actually going to be able to record without issue today. So cross your fingers.
You better start knocking on some wood, Stella.
Yeah, I'm not touching it is what's happening. I'm not touching it. We're just going to talk.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching you. I'm not
Hands off.
touching you.
Hands off. I feel
I'm
like
just
every
gonna-
time I move my mouse, it freezes. And I'm like, let me not do that.
So we're just gonna hover the arrows with our minds.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't have to do anything else. So it's fine. I just have to talk now. Everything is set up. We're good to go.
Well, that's fine then.
Don't poke the bear. That's what I always say. Hopefully it's fine.
We'll just leave it go back into hibernation. It's fine.
Maybe I
It'll be alright.
Maybe you can hold it down if something happens.
I
So,
suppose. I suppose.
if I missed.
If I must.
If I
If
must.
the show must go on without you, dear.
Well, just for
Wow.
this one time, maybe. Hopefully not. Let me not curse myself like that.
Right? Speaking of curses, let's talk about the cryptid convention.
Let's do that.
This one is actually Rats and Reapers, so it's not actually the cryptid convention that is in November, I believe, or October. I believe it's the end of October, actually, but this is the Rats and Reapers Hot Rod show. So you guys definitely don't want to miss it. It's like a month away, so you better be there. It's 12 to 6 in Hagerstown. So that's up in your neck of the woods, Stella.
Yeah, that's about not even 2 hours for me. It's like an hour or so. My best friend used to live in Hagerstown, so I've done that drive many, many times.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Even for me,
Not at
it's maybe about 4 hours my way. So not terrible. It's doable. We will not be at this show. However, just about every show after that, we will be.
If I'm free that day, I might end up just going and looking around, but we will not be presenting or anything at the show or vending.
I will actually be in New York, so I will not be there at all. But hopefully, Stella can go represent us out and about in the community.
Yeah. Well, if you see me, stop me and say hi.
Yes, we love our fans. So by all means, make yourselves known. So definitely check out the Rats and Reapers car show, August 23rd. It's a Saturday. Mark it on your calendar, guys.
Yep,
There's a lot more than just a car show. He's got cryptids, caskets, haunted houses, food, drinks, vendors. Who doesn't love vendors? Hearses.
You said it's not cryptids, but there are going to be cryptid things there. It says so on the flyer.
There are going to be cryptids there, but this was not the cryptids convention.
Just saying.
Anyway, moving on. Speaking of conventions,
it's been 4 whole minutes and now we're arguing.
I will be attending the main paranormal and horror convention. So if you're a fan of Thriving in Chaos, come stop by and see me along with the Ghost Professor. She'll be shooting the booth with me, guys. Stella is leaving us for
Halloween Horror Nights. I will be in Universal Studios this week. So
yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Screw you, Stella. It's okay. I'm gonna go make us money while you go spend it all. It's fine.
Can I spend your money?
No.
Is that I thought that was an invitation, but that's fine.
I'm cash only. I don't take cards, so I can't electronically send you anything. It's fine.
Whatever.
Anyway, we will have tons of merchandise to sell, so definitely come check us out. We have Boredom and Bloodshed merchandise. We'll have Dasher Slasher merchandise. Possibly some merchandise from our guest today. And we will
Does
also
he know
have
that, or
our
is that a
own
surprise for
merchandise.
him?
We've talked about it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was gonna be like, surprise, give us merch to sell. We're happy to make you some money.
I said possibly sell it. Okay. It just depends on whether or not he gets it together by then. Okay. Let the poor man speak about his productions. Speaking of which, we are now done with the party. Done with the business. We're ready for the party. Okay.
We're never done with the party.
Well, we're going to bring the party from the back now. Okay. It's coming. Ready or not. I hope he can keep up with the chaos.
Oh boy.
Although he is one of my bestest friends in the entertainment industry, so obviously he knew what he signed up for, being my bestest friend. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to let him come talk about himself now. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Tyrell Jason.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
No
thanks for taking
problem.
the time to talk to us.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember this show before it was a show.
Oh,
I remember when there was talks of a show and it wasn't even a show. Remember that?
yeah.
It feels like a lifetime ago
Yeah.
now.
I'm glad to be here now, and
It was about this time last year. I think we started like talking about it and stuff.
I
Yeah.
remember hearing about it for a while. I think even
Oh
before
yeah, I
that.
started talking to Tyrell about it probably
Before you were talking to me about it.
5 years ago when I met him.
I'm glad I told you to do it. Here we are.
She finally listened to you.
Yeah,
Only
I'm
took me
finally on
half
the
a
show.
decade.
I'm finally on it now. After all this time. No, but it's great because this is the perfect time with my upcoming project, because otherwise what would I be talking about, right? Amongst
We would just
other
be talking
By
about
all
other things.
means, tell the
So-
audience all about yourself and what your projects are. I know we got one of them at the bottom of the screen,
ticker.
so check out the banner.
Yes.
Lightsout.info.
Yeah.
That is the website for my most current project that we are in the fundraising stage for now. We are doing sponsors, product placement, in-kind donations, and donations of all kinds. So check out the site. Please help us with our production so we can get everything we need to get this project done efficiently and as great as it can be. And it will be great. I can guarantee that. I know everyone that's been involved up to now is really loves the script, loves the story. It's a story about survival and overcoming the odds. It's two brothers who grew up in not the best households, not the best homes, really trying to do the best for themselves. The older brother's a bit of a grifter type. He's always kind of, looking for that quick come up, that get rich quick scheme. His younger brother recently graduated high school. They have a sick mother. Their parents aren't together. There's a bit of family tension there. And the older brother, he's kind of knows he is a bit of a screw up, but he really wants to see his younger brother do well, and he's really looking out for him. And he wants to send him to college and guide him, and don't make the mistakes I have. And they're really trying to overcome the odds here and come out on top and help their mother. Like I said, she's very sick, suffering from chronic kidney disease.
So we're gonna be bawling our eyes out the whole time. Thanks, Tyrell.
No, there's a bit of everything. It's a hopeful film. Yeah, you should cry, but you'll have a good cry in the
Right.
end.
It's a good one.
But there are
So-
elements of comedy. There's funny moments. It can't all be sadness.
Oh,
Clearly,
gosh, no.
he's being sponsored by Kleenex, guys. Just saying.
Look, if Kleenex wants to make an offer, I'm sure you wouldn't say no.
Would anybody say no if anybody wanted to make an offer?
Product placement, baby.
Right?
We are looking for product placement.
Kleenex would be
We're-
great.
Yeah, Kleenex. I mean, we're filming in New Jersey, so local sponsors, of course. Anticipate
Absolutely.
20,000 people locally to see the film, but after that, we will do distribution nationally and then eventually worldwide. So lots of places to get your advertisement out there and seen by the masses. We're working with another production company from in from California. Sorry, trying to get so much information going on. In my head.
It's okay, buddy. You have an hour to talk.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
take your time.
Take your time.
yeah, really rushing.
Although I would personally feel better if you product placed Thriving in Chaos in the movie. And by Thriving in Chaos, I mean the hosts of the show.
Absolutely.
You're talking about you? Hold on.
I'm talking about us.
You guys have to have a guest appearance, a cameo.
I didn't hear an S. No, I'm just kidding.
I said hosts.
Hostesses too.
I just like to give her a hard time.
Hostesses.
It's in my job description, which I wrote by myself.
Nice.
It's in here.
Only
sure you're
because I
qualified.
made you
So
an
qualified.
admin, so you could write it yourself.
It's among my duties.
Yeah, From the Hearts Productions out of Los Angeles is helping us with this. They are a nonprofit 501c3, so all donations are tax deductible.
Yay.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so it's definitely a big
Everybody
plus,
run
especially-
right out and donate. I know I'm gonna.
And I think you guys got the website there on the screen.
Yep.
That'll bring you to the initial site, and then from there you will see a bunch of information about the film. There's a pitch video, a place to donate, more information about From the Heart as a nonprofit. So all the good stuff is there. There's also a contact button, so feel free to email the production as well.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Lots happening there. I mean, I'm constantly working on something. If it's not my own project, it's someone else's. So always staying busy. I just finished a short film, but it's an anthology for a feature. So
that's
I just
cool.
actually got, I did it in hopes to collaborate with other directors and producers and things. So it's really, we take a common object, and that's kind of the link. So the movie ultimately is about a clock. And so I did the first chapter, if you look at it that way, it's kind of like chapters, right? Then I just got a script for another segment. That would be another chapter, and so on and so forth. So, be on the lookout for that sometime in the future. Kind of taking my time with that. It's very laid back, and we shot it for a while. Actually, we started, in 2020, I think, maybe after, so maybe either the end of 2020 or 2021. And we wanted to get, the story took time. It took place over a duration of time. So we purposely wanted to see the change in the actors, in the locations. We did all 4 seasons. You got spring, summer, fall, and winter throughout the whole thing, all mixed up. And, especially the lead actor's facial hair and his whole, everything changes drastically. Some parts he's got long hair and beard and mustache, and other parts he's short haired and clean shaved and everything in between.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so lots of stuff. I also have another short film on Amazon for anyone that's interested in seeing some of my stuff. It's called The Other Side of Love. If you go to theothersideoflove.com, that will take you directly to the film on Amazon. And I have a couple other short films just out there on YouTube. One's called Bad Trip. That was about 2 guys taking a trip out of the city. One of them gets an upset stomach and has to use the bathroom. They pull over and get mistaken for an Uber, and then it gets pretty chaotic from there, not to give too much away.
Sounds right up our alley.
Yeah.
And I did around the same time, I kind of did a whole bunch of stuff together at the end of COVID before the film industry and the world kind of came back together. Kind of used that time to edit some projects and shoot some stuff. We did going for a 1-minute short, but I don't know, I'm terrible with timing.
How bad was it for you working in the entertainment industry during the writer's strike?
we didn't work. It was terrible. It seemed like it dragged on forever and ever with that strike. And then even after, things still aren't full speed ahead. It seems like, I know California, it's really not a lot going on. One of my friends, co-workers, child actress Hillary Hawkins. Shout out to Hillary. I talked to her the other day, and she actually just moved back to New York, but not so much for the industry. She's pursuing music on Broadway. So,
ooh, that's right up Stella's alley.
Oh yeah,
Stella
Yeah.
loves her some
Broadway.
musicals.
I do. I'm like
Okay.
such a nerd.
yeah.
I haven't seen nearly as many as I feel like I should have at this point in my life, but like,
Okay. What's one of the favorites that come to mind?
I haven't seen many live, but my favorite that I've seen live so far has been Chicago, I think.
Oh really?
I saw the movie before I saw the play.
Okay.
And I loved the movie. But it's different to see something on stage because you kind of get a different effect. So
Lot of working parts.
yeah, so it's like you get a lot of like the illusion of things that have happened. But I like stage shows a lot. Like my partner and I actually like 2 years ago at this point, I think maybe it was last year. I have no idea. Time kind of blends together.
It does.
It really does.
We saw Peter Pan's Gone Wrong, and he
Oh.
actually took his mom to see it, and he said it was a completely different show the second time. But it was just I just love a stage show. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. I want to see Spam a lot, because King Arthur was played by Tim Curry at the time, and then I never got to see him play it.
Oh.
He's my favorite, but
Oh yeah.
I just still want to see Spam a lot. But I want to take my dad and see it because we're big like Monty Python fans, so I think that'll be really cool.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't think they're
absolutely.
doing that one anymore, but I could be wrong.
What was
I have
it?
no idea.
Peter Pan Gone Wrong? Is that the title?
Oh no, Spam-A-Lot is the one I want to go see.
Oh, what was the other one you said? It was
Peter Pan's it's like Peter Pan's Gone Wrong or Peter Pan Gone Wrong, but it's like they're trying to tell a story.
Peter
and
Pan goes wild.
it's basically like an improv show, but they're trying to tell the story of Peter Pan. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
It sounds like the Jaws one. I heard about the Jaws one. I want to see that. The Shark
Yeah.
Don't Work?
Yeah, there's like there's another one too. Yeah.
Other than that one? Or is that
I
the
don't know.
one?
I think that's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Shark Don't Work, I think.
Yeah, something
It's
like
really
that.
cool. Definitely sounds cool. That's definitely one of my favorite movies, I think. Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect time right now, summer.
Oh yeah.
Like Jaws season.
I actually asked somebody the other day, like, what they thought the scariest movie of all time would be, and somebody said Jaws, and I have to agree with that because Jaws is like a real life thing that could actually happen. Because most people would automatically go for The Exorcist being the scariest, but there's a lot of people out there that don't believe in the supernatural or ghosts or demons like that.
Right.
So to them, The Exorcist is just whatever. Whereas Jaws, like, just about any body of water can have sharks in it.
We all know sharks are real.
Right.
Right,
And people die every day from getting bitten by sharks. So
Oh, you're gonna get pulled on those statistics. Are you sure about that? Do you wanna look that up first? Are you 100% sure?
I would say maybe bitten. I don't know.
Yeah. Every day? Oh my gosh. She said something one time and people just went bananas over it.
Uh-oh.
well, it wasn't okay. In their
Yeah,
defense,
fact
they
check,
only
fact check.
saw they only saw like a small snippet of what was being said, so they didn't get the full story unless they watched the whole episode.
Right.
So the way the snippet was, it was clearly meant to be a sarcastic comment.
It's just like one of those things you just say, not like a real like statistic.
Right. It wasn't meant to be a actual factual statistic.
Everybody's on TikTok. Oh, actually.
But
I'm
they
sure
only
there's
got to
people
see
right
the
now
part.
Googling, fact checking this.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
they only got the they
It's
didn't
me. No.
they didn't get the full effect of the sarcasm because they only saw it from a certain point. They didn't see what happened beforehand to know I was being sarcastic.
That was funny.
So
They
they
took
were
you
all
out
like,
of context. You got taken out of context.
Yeah.
It
She offended
did.
everyone, apparently.
I did. I
That's
did.
not real.
But you know what? It's okay because I mean, damn it, they call me rebel for a reason, so it's fine.
What are you gonna do?
I gotta be a rebel rouser somehow.
Whew.
Even if it is ruffling a few feathers at the homeowners association and the PTA meetings. Because they're talking about rebel around the water cooler, guys.
Oh my gosh.
That's not a bad thing, Any publicity is good publicity, right?
I mean, you can just hear it right now. Oh my God, guys. Did you see the latest episode of Thriving in Chaos?
That's what she said this time.
They had a serial killer statistic on there that wasn't true. Alert the media.
And I know it's not true because I'm a serial killer.
And I don't want
I'm the one in
every
4.
day.
Oh my gosh.
There's 4 of us here, so which one of you did it?
Maybe we should take a poll. We just put polls up here and there. We can just vote.
Like, which statistic is real?
We'll just add it to the presidential ballot for next voting season. So
you could do a game show next. Which one of these statistics is true?
Oh my gosh. That'd be so funny.
Spot the statistic.
It's hard. If I had to guess, how many fatalities from shark attack, I don't know. I don't think I would say every day. I mean, I don't know. Do you think there's someone gets bit by a shark every day?
I have no idea. I
could see a shark biting someone every other day, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that would make sense.
It would depend on the populations, really.
I actually I
had the world being water. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of sharks for sure.
But then you also have to factor in weather and how many rain days there are versus sunny days for surfing.
Yeah.
And how flooded the water is. Is there a lot of fish on the surface, or are they all down underneath? If there's a lot of fish on the surface, that's what brings them up.
It's hard to say though. Jaws, the story, right? I believe it originated here in New Jersey, and it was a shark that swam upriver, not in the ocean.
It was
the Jersey man-eater.
I'm pretty sure it was a bull shark that did that, not a great white. They just automatically assumed it was a great white because great whites are known man-eaters. But a bull sharks can survive in freshwater, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the few freshwater sharks that would actually cause fatalities to humans. Because I think most of the freshwater sharks are on the smaller side, so I don't think a lot of them are man-eaters. I think it's more like the ocean water sharks, like the tiger sharks and great whites and white tips and makos.
I think I would say
I don't know that much about sharks.
I know a lot from shark movies.
Shark
Deep Blue Sea raised me.
Shark Week already happened. I know, right? There's Shark Week. They would know.
No idea. Yeah.
I want to say maybe once every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks, someone might get eaten by a shark.
Well, no, you can't say that either because you're not going in the water. You're not going in the water year round, though. You're only going in the water certain times of the year, so it couldn't be every 2
places. But in other places, people are going in the water when we're not, right? When it's winter here, it's summer south of the equator, and vice versa. So
true. That's true.
It could be. Could be.
I'm pretty sure all the third world countries know better than to go in the water.
Okay, guys. Unprovoked shark bites worldwide. Total incidence in 2023 was 69 unprovoked bites. The 5-year average is 72 incidents per year. In 2023, there were 10 fatalities.
Wow, I was way off.
There you go.
Does anybody ever have a provoked shark attack? Like, what do they consider being provoked?
Oh my God! I'm going to give you
the water.
I'll give you each a guess on which state in 2023 had the most shark bites.
Florida.
Tyrell, what's your guess?
California.
Rebel was right. It was Florida.
Really? I figured they have. I don't know, who has a bigger coast, right? Because the coast of Florida is all around, but California is a very long.
California's huge. People don't, I think, realize how big California actually is.
Third biggest state, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. But Florida had 16 bites in 2023. Hawaii had 4. California, North Carolina, South Carolina, and New York all had 1 to 2 bites each.
Oh wow.
Florida had the most in the world because Florida.
Wow.
Because I mean, you literally can't touch water in Florida without getting bitten by something.
Most were surfers or swimmers in shallow water.
Wow.
Which is interesting.
That means that their food source is being depleted and they have to come closer to shore to find more.
So stay deep. Stay in the deep water.
Or they're used to all the trash that humans throw in the water and they got used to that being a food source.
Which could be true too.
I saw a map somewhere of a shark bite thing, and there was one that was in somewhere weird, like Nevada or something. I don't know what happened over there.
It's in an aquarium.
Oh, maybe that could explain it.
Some kid was like, "Hey, shark, come here."
Here, fishy.
That's
fishy,
a provoked
fishy,
shark
fishy,
bite.
fishy.
That would be provoked. Yeah,
That's a provoked shark bite. And in 2023, there were an estimated 25 incidents. These include bites during fishing, feeding, or handling sharks. Not fucking with them in the aquarium.
Hey, that could be shipping and handling, ma'am.
The odds of dying from a shark bite are less than 1 in 3.75 million. You're more likely to die from lightning, bees, biking, or falling out of bed.
Falling out of bed. Wow, didn't see that coming.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
I better be careful when I sleep. Jeez.
Dude, my son fell out of bed like a couple months ago and he hit his head on the wall. And I was like, you have to stay up for an hour, man. Like, sorry, dude. And then I made him talk to me for like an hour at like 2 a.m. And he was like, how long has it been? And I'm like, 10 minutes. Keep talking. Luckily, we can talk, but it was just funny because he was like, how long now? I'm like, 11 minutes. Keep talking.
I'm just gonna go back to bed.
I know, he was so mad.
That used to be one of my fears when I was younger, was like, because a lot of times I would dream that I was like flying or falling. And like my fear was like falling out of my bed and hitting my head on like the corner of my dresser.
Yep.
Or my nightstand. Oh no.
Do you ever like start falling in your dream and then you do that thing where you jump really quickly?
Yeah.
God forbid you're in bed with someone else and they're like, dude, are you okay?
It's like I see the ground coming and I like jump up before I hit the ground.
You anticipate it, like,
right, like
oh,
that's always so funny.
It's like the people's reaction on the elevator falling. They think if they jump at the right time, or balance out, it'll be okay.
Can anybody else control their dreams? Like, do you ever know do you ever know that you're dreaming and you can like change what's happening in your dream?
When I know I'm dreaming, then yes. Yeah. But I have to realize I'm dreaming. Otherwise, it's just going on the ride.
It usually happens to me. It usually happens to me when I'm like turning into Bruce Campbell, fighting some Evil Dead.
Oh, you know
what? Like, I know I'm dreaming, but I'm a badass right now.
I've had a zombie dream before and then had that sleep paralysis afterward. I was terrible.
Oh, that's rough.
I was so mad because I had this one really badass zombie dream and I was like kicking ass and taking names. And then all of a sudden in my dream, I see all the zombies stop and they're listening to this noise. And I hear this siren going off in my dream. And then I woke up realizing it was my damn alarm.
That's funny. I never had a zombie dream.
Really?
I did one time. I could remember when I was younger, I was falling asleep. I didn't think I was asleep. I guess I was. And I thought I heard, it sounded like a basketball dribbling. And I thought it was my sister in the backyard. And I'm like, isn't it late at night? What is she doing dribbling a basketball? And then I kept listening. And it was me snoring. I heard myself snore. And I was like, whoa, what the? That's not a basketball.
I used to fall asleep on the couch when I lived with my ex-husband, and he would always laugh because I would fall asleep and then I would like snore and I'd wake myself up. He's like, why don't you just go to bed? I'm like watching this show, man.
I think usually I'm dead asleep before I snore, but that time I guess I was snoring real loud and I heard myself, and
that's so
it sounded like a basketball. It didn't sound like snoring until I like really, really listened. First, I thought it was sworn. Must be my sister playing basketball outside. By the way,
Randomly.
shout out to my sister Tracy. Happy birthday. It's my sister's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's also my friend Holly's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday, Holly.
Oh, cool.
It was also, it used to be my grandmother's birthday. She passed away, but.
Well, it's still a birthday.
Grandma. Yeah, right?
Happy heavenly birthday, Grandma.
Yeah.
It always happens. Like someone's birthday.
Wait, Tyrell's grandma. Mine's not dead yet. No.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Shout your grandma out.
The one time they watch this show would be the one time I'm like, hey, happy heavenly birthday, Grandma. Like, she died. And
That's the
she's
clip
still...
I'm getting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We got to fact check that one again.
Excuse me, it's wrong. Your grandmother is still very much alive.
Put the poll up.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, maybe
Rebel
she'll
son
think
killed a
so.
Grandma.
That would be a good game show, though. I think.
Is their grandmother still alive?
Could have patented that one. No, just which fact is true? Not true.
What are we going to call it? Grandma got run over by my podcast?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, my grandma's still very much alive, and I'm not killing her on this podcast, just so you guys know.
Well, I got the poll then. It's me. You're going to pick me. Pick me.
1 in 3 of us.
Yeah.
Which one? Is it not obvious?
We should have trivia questions. That's a good idea.
Which
like
of the 3 had cereal for breakfast?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, me
So-
neither.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. If it's not me and it's not her and it's not you, then who the hell was it? Because it's got to be one of us.
It's
Mm,
the
that
main
was,
Paracon. No, I'm just kidding.
that was a trick question, that one.
I
That's
didn't even eat
like
breakfast, honestly.
Yeah, me either. I'm not
I ate a kind bar at like 11.
No,
Never.
I think I just went straight to lunch.
that reminds me of the Dewey Cox movie Walk Hard, where he's like married. He just married his second wife, and they're consummating the marriage. And his first wife walks in the door, and she's like, "Dewey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "It's not what it looks like." And then she's like, "Oh my God, you're already married?" And he's like, "It's not what it looks like." And she's like, "Wait, it's not what it looks like to me, or it's not what it looks like to her? Because it's got to be the way it looks like to at least one of us."
That's funny.
Oh, I love that movie. The amount of sinks that man destroyed is ridiculous.
Why?
Literally,
Why do you break so many sinks? I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't know.
every time he got upset at something and he just couldn't handle life, he started breaking sinks.
That's
Like-
so random.
Usually when he was going through some kind of withdrawal, he would break a sink and then he'd open the door and it would be all his little band guys doing all kinds of drugs.
Man, breaking
And-
the sink.
Yeah,
That feels very random or very
Yeah.
specific.
he
I don't-
does. He breaks
tell.
like 12 sinks in the movie.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Huh.
It's hilarious because the one guy in his band, all he thinks about is drugs. So he'll be like, "You get out of here, Dewey. You don't want none of this shit. We're doing uppers and downers."
Sounds like a lot of bands.
Yeah. Especially like older bands, like bands that we grew up with, as much as I hate to say it that way.
Oh
That
yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
gross.
Speaking of, like, I can't believe Ozzy made it as long as he did.
I am so glad he got to do that final concert and then like kind of wrap it up very neatly.
And he passed
Um,
the torch to Young Blood.
Yeah, right? Way to go out with a bang.
Yeah. Just like what a like I don't know, just like a very poetic, beautiful way to end your life, I guess. I was gonna say your
Yeah.
reign, but I'm like it was a whole life. Like he just kind of wrapped it up beautifully and
We have lost so many celebrities this year already. Like there was that chef that died, and
Burrell.
Burrell. Michael Madsen died. Malcolm
Yeah.
Jamal Warner, Hulk Hogan,
Mhm.
Julia McMahon,
Just a lot of people.
Ozzy. It's ridiculous.
It's the cycle, right? And then you got to make room for the new celebrities.
Yeah. It's weird when you think about it that way. You're like, well, I mean, of course they're going to pass away because they're older, but then it's like, oh, you're just kind of like making space for new celebrities. Like,
But
New
like they
ones.
all start dying the same time every year. It's like every year from April to August, we start losing all these celebrities
Maybe it's something with the weather.
or the water.
What changes in the water in April?
I don't know, but
don't know.
cabin fever, guys. I can't be
talking-
the only one that watched that movie.
Oh my god, that movie was
No, of course
terrible.
not. I remember I saw that. I seen it when it first came out in theaters. I love
Well, same.
what's his name? Eli Roth, right? He did that.
Mhm. I
love
think
his
so.
stuff.
Yeah.
I remember watching that movie for Ryder Strong because of
Boy Meets World.
Sean from Boy Meets World. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he
Really?
hadn't been in anything in so long, and then all of a sudden he was just in a movie, I feel like. But I watched it and I remember being like, this movie is terrible. Like as I'm watching it. But
Really?
it's like I was kind of
Oh,
a snob at the time. But like as I'm watching it, I'm
I
like, this
liked
movie
it.
is terrible. But now I go back and I think about it, I'm like, it actually wasn't that bad. It was just really fun to watch. Because I enjoyed myself.
The credit scene was the best.
I don't
You know,
remember
like-
that specifically.
Bro, like so right, it was whatever virus, disease, something
Yeah.
in the water. At the end of the movie, they're like bottling it up and shipping it out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that was Cabin Fever #2, and then Sean Astin did Patient Zero.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen the
Huh.
sequel.
I
you
haven't either.
must. The
Did
sequel
Eli Roth
takes
do that
place-
one too, or was it somebody else?
I'm not sure. I just know that it picks up right where the first one left off,
Yeah.
and it shows what happened to Ryder Strong afterwards, and what happened to the rest of the town, and then after that one they did Patient Zero, which was Sean Astin. He was the one that started it all,
Oh, I would love
and they
to
showed how
do
it like got out to everyone else.
spread. Yeah, I would love to do something with Eli Roth or just work
so
on
cool.
something. It just I've seen some behind the scenes videos and it just looks like they have so much fun on set. Like
Yeah. He like I just like the way that he tells the story. So we definitely got sidetracked off of your work because I was gonna mention it sounds
It's fine.
to me
I warned him.
it's what happens. It sounds to me like you do the same thing where like you kind of tell this like really in your newest project, it sounds like this really beautiful story. And it kind of sounds the way like you just have like a story to tell and then you tell the story the whole time. And yours kind of come off as more like heartfelt. So we, obviously talked to a lot of like horror movies people and stuff. So it's nice to see like a different style of movie, I think. But Eli Roth does the same thing, whether it's horror, dramatic, or whatever. Like he just tells this really cool story throughout his movies. I feel like sounds like you do the same thing. That's what I was gonna
yeah,
say.
I think that's really that's the first and main ingredient, right? The story.
Right.
Like the story has to be there.
Right.
If you don't have a good story, it doesn't matter if you have the best crew or the best cast or it's not
Right.
going to be great. You got to have the story's got to come first, and then from there it's just like trying to capture lightning in a bottle.
Yep.
And I feel like initially you can kind of tell once people start interacting and stuff, and it's like either have it or we don't.
Yeah.
And like I've had it go both ways, and like I did a project, and some of the delivery of the lines and stuff wasn't nailed it like as good as it could have been, and even though everything looked beautiful and gorgeous, it's just like something's missing here. It's like
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
do if that
What do you
happens? Like
do?
where it's not as expected.
Depends where you're at and what your budget is. Is it can you reshoot? Can you do things over, or where you gotta just cut your losses and walk away?
Oh yeah.
But you try. Best advice is just try and plan the most you can ahead of time. Do as many read throughs as you can, rehearse as much as possible. Try and take care of everything before you're in production, before you're actually shooting. Work out all the bugs and figure out all the ins and outs ahead of time. So that way, once you're in it, you can just shoot it and just go right through it, and everything is just as you rehearsed, and everyone knows. I mean, for myself, I like improv. I like, I'll look for somebody based on their characteristics. And sometimes, and I don't mind it if I mean, some actors can, some can't, go just do improv. I've tried to do improv with people that weren't good, and they seemed like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
But I'll tell people, like, you understand the scene, just go from point A to point B, and however you get there, as long as you get there, and I've had people come up with lines on the fly, and sometimes it's like, seems it's better than what was written. You're like, oh, that was really good. Do that
Oh,
again.
dang, yeah.
No, I definitely had that. One of the first features I tried to do when I was in film school. It was rough. I Chaos did. We were trying to do this film, and the lead actor, he couldn't do improv so great. And then it was really the schedule that just killed him, because he worked like 9 to 5, and I think it was 5 to like 2 or something in the afternoon. As soon as he was getting out of work, we were shooting till like midnight, and then he was going home and sleeping, going to work, coming out, and after a week, he's like, I can't do this. And then like I was like, all right, what am I gonna do? And I had this really good sound guy, and I realized what it was he didn't have a job, he had like nothing going on, so he was just there every day, boom pole, like ready to go. So I found another one of my friends who didn't work, had nothing going on, and like he was like an interesting person, and he fit the part really well. And so we started shooting with him, and it was going really good. And it was awesome. Like, there was some scenes, I still have scenes that we shot, and they're great. Like, just these off the top of your head, and he comes in, and a guy was trying to sell him a watch, and he's like, or he was trying to sell someone a watch, and he's like, you know what time it is? I bet you don't know what time it is, because you don't have a watch. I got a watch. And like, that wasn't written. It was like, that's good, do that again. But unfortunately it didn't work out. The film didn't come out. I still have the script in my back pocket. I'm like, one day I'm going to come back to this and do it.
Revisit that project.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately too, it was one of the first scripts I wrote. I really love the story and the concept. And had I got through it all again then, I probably would want to redo it at some point, just because, as you go on, you progress and you get better. Like, if I look at some of the first things I did till now, it's progress is there, and that's what you
Right.
want. You want things to get better. I think that's how you're doing it right.
Exactly. You learn from your.
Yeah, my first film I shot at 8 years old, so.
Oh, wow.
From there, then there's definitely a big difference.
You should see how good he is with a drone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's definitely a game changer too. Because after, now with the drone and stuff, it's like you can put a camera anywhere.
Right.
Like,
how hard was it to learn to film that way?
Not, there's a learning curve with everything. It took a little feeling out, and it depends on the camera, on the drone. If it's just you, or you have a drone where you could have a person flying and working the camera. A lot of stuff I do solo, which that is a bit tedious. And again, it comes down to trying to rehearse like the camera move and get it as good as possible. Then time constraints come up too, so it's like, all right, let me, how many times can we afford to do this takeover? Like recently I did a scene, it was a funeral scene, and the cemetery had a big hill coming down. So we started with the drone just slowly backing. So it's like going between, like, through the tombstones. And then as it comes back, like, it just gets wider and wider, but the drone's actually staying level. So it was relatively simple, because you just fly backwards and give a little bit of a pan down, but it looks like everything's just getting further away and bigger, but it's just because of the hill. So you're just going straight and everything's getting lower and further away. Made a really cool effect, and it didn't take too many rehearsals through to get it. Just had someone real good spotting you out, because there were trees eventually on the far side, so I don't want to hit those. But yeah, it really comes down to that. And if you have somebody else who can work the camera and stuff, it's it's a group project, really. It takes a team. It takes a village,
Yeah.
to move these things along, like it really does. But that's another, benefit that comes with doing it for a while. You learn, um, you meet more people who learn things, and you kind of figure out who's good at what, and who you can rely on. Like, I can't do sound. I don't know sound. I can't do sound. And, I do a lot of camera stuff and directing and editing, which I've kind of grown to hate editing, but I still do it. But, I can't do everything. And it's so strenuous, to trying to, and just
Mhm.
leaves more room for error. Where if you have somebody, you do the camera, you do the sound, I'm going to pay attention to the actors, and all those things. So that's another thing that comes with, like, the longer you do it. You build up this team that everyone's strengths and weaknesses and where to go from there. So yeah, it just takes a lot. But like I said, the longer you do it, the better it gets. So, but yeah, the drone's definitely been a game changer, and definitely took, when I first got that thing, man, crashing it left and right. I noticed too, it seems like they don't build them as good as they used to. Because I remember the first drone I got, man, we crashed. I'm like, I tried, like, sure, thing's just crashing left and right, but it's, pick it back up and it flies.
It's
And
fine.
then
Yeah.
I upgraded to a better one. First time that thing crashed, it blew apart. The arm
Oh
flew this
no.
way, camera, yeah, I'm like, all right, that one's not getting picked up and flying again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they just make them smaller and lighter, and I don't know if they're making them cheaper or what, but
I mean,
bet-
probably.
I bet it's a bitch when you have to film like 1,000 scenes with the drone and then the drone crashes.
well, you got to have two at least.
Just in case.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
like having to go through all those to decide which scenes are staying in the movie and what's getting cut. How hard is that? How hard is it to decide which scenes to cut?
It, again, a lot of factors. Ideally, I used to be like, coming from doing camera, like, I'd want the camera to be perfect, but you can't. You're better off going with a take that maybe the focus isn't perfect. Like, don't have soft focus, but maybe if someone's moving and the focus, they don't catch them right away. They're a little out of focus for a second, and then they get into focus. But the performance is better. Go with that. Always go with the best performance, no matter what.
Sense.
Unless the shot is totally unusable. But if it's got a little hiccup or two in there, if the performance is great, go with that take.
That actually, I don't know why it took you saying that for me to realize this. It actually makes a lot of sense because I've watched a couple of things recently that the film work, like the video work, seemed very shaky. But I'm like, it must be because the performance in that particular scene where it was shaky was much better than anything else that they had. And now that you say that, for some reason, it just, like, mind blown. I get it now. Like, all the pieces came together.
Yeah, because
Light bulb.
if you had a perfect shot with a weak performance, then it's going to be a weak scene.
Yeah.
It really comes down to that. You need a strong performance. So, whatever the strongest performance is, go with that one. If it's shaky, try and clean it up in post.
Yeah.
Everyone always, fix it in post, and everyone hates it. I mean, you don't want to, but if you have to, or just make it the best as you can with what you got in terms of shot wise, but performance is what you want. Go for the best performance.
Yeah. That makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
Speaking of best performance, who would be your dream cast?
How many people do I get to cast?
We'll say top 10.
Oh man, I don't know. I could give you a number. I think, I don't know. I don't want to set anybody, so I should probably mention some people I know in there. But deep down, one person I always liked his stuff and would like to work with has got to be John Goodman.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
John
like
Goodman,
him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, he's done a lot of stuff. He's always, he always gives a great performance, I think. and he's always like a strong character, you know.
Yeah.
He had a guest
Mhm.
cameo. One of my favorite
Very
horror
versatile too.
movies. Yeah, I can see. But yeah, he was at the very end of the movie Chud, which was awesome to see because I love that. It's one of my favorite horror movies, other than Jaws. But man, top 10. That's tough. And
I'll give you a minute to think about
Yeah,
that
with
one
the-
while I put this one out there.
okay,
The one performance that I will say that surprised me the most, Bob Saget,
really?
House. He in real
Oh.
life was the complete opposite of Danny Tanner, but damn
yeah.
if he didn't play that role well.
I was just talking to my tattoo artist about Bob Saget yesterday for that very same reason. That is so weird.
Great minds think alike, Stella.
That's so weird.
I keep telling you, we're kind of related, but not really related. But like, we couldn't be more alike if we were actually biologically related instead of just adopted family.
Yeah.
Man, that's so tough. I keep thinking of movies I like and who was in them, and that's kind of like where I'm judging, but like I shouldn't because I'm sure these people have done other things that might not be my cup of tea, but I'm sure they did a really good job in. I'm trying to go like back and forth. Like I said, a guy, so maybe I should say female now. Like I'm trying.
There's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong answers. I mean, like one of my top guys is Johnny Depp.
I mean, how can you not love Johnny
He's a
Depp?
good one.
I would
I
move heaven and earth to work with that man.
I saw the film with his daughter in it recently.
Oh,
was
yeah.
good. The Nosferatu, right?
Yeah.
Nosferatu, you got the film on that?
No. I'm saying I watched it.
Oh, you watched it.
That movie,
I watched it.
For
me, it was a very weird dynamic. Like I wanted to like it, but I don't know that I actually did, and I'm still very confused on if I actually liked it so much or not.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you because like part of me wanted to be like, yay, and then the other part of me was like, it's horror porn.
Well, that's why I'm like, I don't know that I like this, but I don't know that I hate it either.
Well,
And I'm like, I'm
it's
confused.
vampires, right? So like anything
Right.
with vampires, you're gonna have that romance element,
Right.
Vampires are always known as romantics.
Well, and then it's like you also have Bill
This one
Skarsgård,
was
too,
not
so-
romantic. This one was just an
Yeah,
asshole.
he wasn't so much of a romantic. But I mean, you're gonna have the love side. He was in love, right? So you got that going.
That's the weird thing though. Like, has anybody else ever noticed that like in these vampire movies, like when they're the young, attractive men, or they're in their nice, pretty human form.
Like Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, like, well, no, not necessarily that one, but like when they're in their human form, nobody really bats an eye at them. But the minute they change into the ugly vampire, suddenly they're entranced. Take me, I'm yours.
Well,
they put a spell on
yeah,
them. That's part of their thing.
Yeah, but why couldn't the spell work when they were cute? That's what I'm saying.
Have you seen Brad Pitt in Interview with the Vampire? I mean,
that's why I said that one didn't count.
I don't think he's an attractive human in general, but in that movie, I was just like, "Whoo, sir!"
No, I think
they didn't
Brad Pitt's
change.
good. I'll put Brad Pitt on my list, but definitely, I'm drawing a blank. I'm seeing his face. Who's the other guy?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. I love, and I've heard very good things about Tom Cruise. Like early on in his career and stuff, like he would get invited to parties, and he would always bring his mother and cookies with him. And they said he would remember everyone's name and like just very polite. So I feel like he would be a great.
I've heard he's a really good people person.
Yeah.
But I've heard mixed things about whether or not he's easy to work with. So I'd be interested to hear from like, a real person. If he's like actually easy to work with.
My husband keeps saying that he would love them to do a Tropic Thunder sequel with just Les Grossman in it, which was Tom Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder.
Like a spin-off, I guess it would be then.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He wants them to do like Tropic Thunder #2 with just him, where like he's the main character.
But then it comes to mind Robert Downey Jr. and I really liked him and
I
Woody
love
Harrelson and and Juliette Lewis, like when they did Natural Born Killers.
Oh my god, I
Yes,
love Juliette Lewis.
I love
Yeah.
her.
She's so
I actually
cool.
like that movie too, Natural Born Killers. Mickey and Mallory.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that. Oliver Stone did that one, right? Yeah. And Sharon Stone, she's good.
Yeah, oh, she's so talented.
She'd be probably a good actor to work with. She's got very talented.
Yeah, I liked her in a lot. What did I watch the other day with her in it?
What was-
Basic Instinct.
I was gonna say, I just remember the controversy about the skirt move. Was that her? That was Sharon Stone, right?
From where? I don't know if I know this.
That might have been Fatal Attraction, maybe, or was that the
I
one?
don't know.
I don't know what the
Maybe
Maybe
skirt
it
was.
wasn't her, but it was like she like crosses her legs in a movie, and
I
was
think
in
that's
like
Basic Instinct.
I was in like elementary or middle school when it came out, and everybody was talking about it, and I was like, why
Oh,
does
yeah.
anybody care?
Was that the one with?
I never got it. I was like, I don't. Who cares?
Was it Michael Douglas?
I
that
don't
was
know.
in that
I
one?
don't
Oh, Michael Douglas is another one.
But she's being like interviewed, and I'm pretty sure it's Sharon Stone because I'm pretty sure I remember how
Oh,
like
it's an interview. Huh.
it was like an interview scene, and she's like very statuesque in it. And she's just like very like
Yeah, I'm
beautiful
pretty
and
sure,
poised, and I was like,
Yeah.
I always admired her. Like,
I'm pretty
look on
sure that one's Basic Instinct, but I can't remember which guy played opposite her in that one.
I don't know.
I think I know Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas was the one in Fatal Attraction with Glenn Close.
Michael Douglas. He was in Falling Down. Remember that film?
I don't know that I saw that one.
Oh, really? That's such a good movie.
Falling Down.
Well, now we have some homework, Stella.
Oh, I have so much homework because I was like, there's so many things that we talk about that I'm like, I have to find time to watch all these things.
It was
Right?
He's sitting in traffic and like he just snaps.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's called Falling Down.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to look this up.
Yeah. I want to say it was 80s came out in.
I gotta look this up. He was in a movie I really liked with Brittany Murphy. Don't Say a Word.
Yes.
That was so good.
I'll never tell.
My brother still says that, and I'm like, dude, it's been 20 years. But it's just
Well,
funny.
that's how you know
He's
it's a
a
good
grown-ass man.
line, right?
Actually, I'm pretty sure
just
that came
her
out like
delivery, too.
2000.
Well,
That was 25 years ago.
I know. That's
Well,
insane.
Oh man, Tommy Lee Jones. That's another one that comes to mind.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's a legend.
Yeah, right. Well, because I was thinking he was in Natural Born Killers, right? And him and Woody Harrelson, and then they were also in No Country for Old Men together.
Yep.
I think I have seen Falling Down.
I feel like everyone has, and they just don't remember it or realize it because it was like a. I feel like it was a popular movie.
Well, there's the scene where he's like in a restaurant holding a gun, and I'm like, that looks so familiar to me. And there's a shot of him like
Great scene.
Yeah, there's a shot there. It's like just like a still of him holding the gun down, and like you see up the gun, and I'm like, that looks.
Oh yeah,
looks very
sounds
familiar.
cool. Yeah, he goes
What a
into
cool
the
shot.
fast food place and
Yep.
he's complaining about the food doesn't look like the picture.
Oh my God! Yes, yes. Okay, I think I have seen this movie.
It's the picture looks great and voluptuous, and he gets it. And he's like, "Now, what is this poor squashed thing?"
Because I remember just being like, oh my God, this guy is like insane. Which is the
that's
point.
what it is. Yeah, he just loses it
shit.
one day. He's like average guy and just pushed to the edge.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I was like, this feels like I've seen this before. But he's dealing with unemployment and divorce, so like that, catalyst for lots of mental breakdowns.
Oh, yeah.
And that would definitely do it.
Yeah. Just a bit of everything, like just like that too, like the small stuff, or he goes to the store and he wants change to make a phone call, and the guy's like, no, you have to buy something, and then the prices are all through the roof or higher than they should be, and it's one thing after another after another.
That actually reminds me of a really funny story that I'm going to say in closing because our hour is up.
Oh, wow. That flew by, huh?
Yeah, it always
It
does too.
did.
When you get talking, and then it's just like we never notice it. The ticker's right in the corner, but I never notice it.
Did I get to 10? I don't know.
So a friend of mine used to work at Wawa back in the day, and she was getting robbed one night and literally told the robber that he had to buy something in order for her to open the register.
Well,
So-
because that's how it works.
So then he's like, okay, here. And he throws a pack of gum at her and tells her to ring it up. So she rings it up and she's like, okay, that'll be $2.35. And she's looking at the guy like, okay, you got to pay now.
Right, you got
And
to pay
he's
for it.
like, what? And she's like, well, you got to pay for it in order for me to open the register. He's like,
No way.
just pretend I'm paying because I want all the money in the register.
Wow.
I kid you not. Like, by the end of this encounter, he was the one that called the cops on himself. Literally, by the time the cops showed up, he was the one begging them to get him away from her.
That's funny. I thought you were going to say he used a credit card because I was going to be like, that would be amazing.
No, like at that point, like he
That
was
should
so
be in a
done going
movie.
back and
Yeah,
forth with
yeah.
her. He was just like, you know what? I will turn myself in. Please just get me away from this crazy woman.
Oh, that's terrific.
And then she just sat there and kept talking the guy's ear off like the entire time. She's like, well, I don't know why you just wanted to rob me right now. And I feel just very disrespected by that. And didn't your mother teach you better than that? And
Oh my
I think I
gosh.
need to talk to her when you get out of jail. We're going to
Wow.
sit down and have a nice conversation.
Oh, wow.
If I were him, I would have
great.
just left. I'm like, you know what? Never mind.
I'm going to go rob the other store down the street.
Yeah.
I'm
This
going
level's not
to
worth my time.
go rob the other store where they're quiet and just
There's
put
a Royal
money in a
Farms where
bag.
people work, but they're not going to be talkative.
Oh, that's a good one.
Anyway, Tyrell, why don't you go ahead and tell the audience where they can find you and shout out your projects one more time.
Right. So lightsout.info, and that will give you all the information on the film, the crowdfunding, your tax deductible via nonprofit. Check out my stuff and additional things on my website, tyrelljason.com. My Facebook got hacked. There's not too much on there. So
dang.
you can find me on Instagram. And my website, you can contact me through there, and also on our film's website, lightsout.info. Once again, please help support this project. It's a very important project. Please help donate, spread the word, and hopefully if you're looking to sponsor us or product placement, we'd love to hear from you. So please do not hesitate to reach out. Again, lightsout.info.
Yes.
Yeah. Support
Check him
the
out.
support the small movies.
Yes, guys, check out the indies. Support the independent.
Support indie
Film.
film.
Yeah.
Yes, support your local artists, support your local musicians, support local directors and filmmakers,
Yes.
Local everything.
and support your local favorite podcast, Thriving in Chaos.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for talking to us today. It's been
Thank
so
you
much
for
fun.
being here, Tyrell. And on that note, bestest buddy, we out.
All right.